George R.R. Martin recently unleashed a rare and fiery critique about House of the Dragon, specifically targeting the show's decision to omit Prince Maelor Targaryen in Season 2. Although he later deleted the post from his blog, Martin's frustration remains a hot topic among fans, especially as it hints at major repercussions for upcoming seasons. In his post titled "Beware the Butterflies," Martin expressed deep disappointment with how the Blood and Cheese episode was altered. A major point of contention was the absence of toddler Prince Maelor, a character who, despite his young age in Fire and Blood, has an outsized impact on the story. Martin wrote, "Maelor is a 2-year-old toddler, but like our butterfly he has an impact on the story all out of proportion to his size." Martin elaborated on key events following Queen Rhaenyra's seizure of King's Landing, such as the sack of Bitterbridge. In the books, Sir Rickard Thorne rescues Maelor from the city, as Alicent fears for Helena's children's safety. However, Maelor's escape tragically ends when he is killed by a mob after being betrayed for a reward offered by the Black Queen. This brutal death is pivotal and deeply influences the narrative that follows. The omission of Maelor's fate in the show, Martin argued, weakens the storyline, especially the motivation behind Helena's eventual tragic death. Losing Maelor weakened the end of the Blood and Cheese sequence, it undercut the motivation for Helena's suicide, he said. The profound grief caused by Maelor's death would have driven Helena to despair and fueled public outrage, as she was beloved in King's Landing and her loss would demand justice. In a surprising reveal, Martin disclosed that he and House of the Dragon showrunner Ryan Condal never discussed these changes. He warned fans that there are larger and more toxic butterflies to come if the show continues down this altered path in seasons 3 and 4. Ryan Condal later addressed Maelor's absence during a Game of Thrones podcast interview. He explained that the decision was a conscious one made due to timeline compression in the show. Because the timeline is condensed, the young children had to be portrayed as younger to keep the story believable, which meant some characters, like Maelor, had to be removed. Condal acknowledged the ripple effects of this choice but framed it as a strength for the series rather than a flaw. While fans understand the reasoning, many still hope that the show will find ways to honor the weighty consequences of the omitted events in future episodes.